So cyber attack is one of the newest modes added to Call of Duty, and really it's one of the best in my opinion. Now I want to go through the evolution of cyber attack, so let's go. According to the Call of Duty wiki, cyber attack is somewhat of a successor to one of the oldest game modes in the franchise, Sabotage. This mode has been in quite a few games, even in the DS versions, which automatically makes it one of the best modes we've ever got. Okay, there's quite a bit to this game mode. And I don't have access to it, but from what I've gathered, the bomb is neutral. Players can respawn 7 seconds after dying, there's only one round, and there is an overtime feature where players will no longer be able to respawn. Seems cool. However, the limit of one round really limits it, and it hasn't been seen since MWR. And now we can finally move on to cyber attack's launch. Fast forward to 2019, the era of a controversial game, cyber attack is one of the new, fresh modes Modern Warfare had to offer. It was a hit, and it was even explained in a video by IGN. Search and destroy in this game was easily one of the best parts of it, and since cyber attack is somewhat similar, I'm not surprised people love it. Now let's get into the mechanics. It's 6v6, and it is a best out of 9 mode, or a minimum of 5 rounds. If that's the case, then you either really suck or are insane at the game. One of the ways a round can end is if everyone on a team is dead. Of course, the other is if the timer runs out, which will give both teams a point. There is one more way a round can end, but we'll get into that in a minute. There is no respawning, but you can be revived as much as you need to be in a round. When reviving someone, you are unable to move and use your gun, though you are able to crouch and prone. The EMP is neutral, meaning that both teams can grab it, which also means that they both have a data center they have to protect. The data center is the bomb equivalent to search and destroy. Interestingly, the EMP would change locations every round in cyber attack, while search and destroy keeps them in one spot. Another interesting difference here is how in cyber attack, you can't just walk over the bomb to pick it up. You actually have to manually pick it up with whatever prompt you need. The EMP itself is probably the most overpowered in Modern Warfare. Picking it up means you now have 3 weapons to switch, your 2 regular guns and the EMP. Now this seems like a disadvantage since the EMP itself isn't a gun, and I cannot ignore that. Though it's worth mentioning that having the EMP in your hands means you have one of the fastest movement speeds in the game, and it can also one-hit enemies. That's not even the craziest part. The EMP has a heartbeat sensor equipped, so you can carefully check for enemies. However, this is actually useless because having it in your hand will give you a UAV that lasts for as long as you want. Switching to your gun is when it will stop. If you're playing with teammates who have mics, then this is easily one of the most broken things in the game. A UAV that can last for nearly the entire round is insane. Planting the EMP is fast, it only takes 1 second, and that also means that defusing it takes only 1 second. It takes 35 seconds for the EMP to detonate, and of course if it does detonate then the team that planted it will win the round. This will also stop the round timer, but it does not fully replace it. See, if you manage to defuse the EMP, then the round does not end like it would in Search and Destroy. The round continues, and it will start the round timer from where it ended when the EMP was planted. Oh, I forgot one thing. So you know how in Search and Destroy, you know how there's a bomb there, and when the timer runs out, it actually explodes. It could kill any enemy that's near it. Well, in Cyber Attack, the EMP does do damage, but it doesn't do enough to where it can kill a full health enemy. Just a fun little fact there. So while Cyber Attack is similar to Search and Destroy, it is unique enough to where it was beloved by the fanbase, to the point where it returns in the sequel, Modern Warfare 2. Now many mechanics of the mode stay the same. Revives, planting the EMP and data sensors change in locations every round, but there are a few changes, and for the better. The EMP has been nerfed and buffed. You can no longer cycle between your 2 guns and the EMP itself, so you don't get that fast movement speed anymore, but you also don't have to worry about accidentally switching to it in a gunfight. The UAV itself has been nerfed to where it will only scan the area close to you, and it's sort of like a portable radar that is equipped onto the EMP. This is again a nerf and a buff, a rework you can call it. Since the UAV's range has been nerfed, but you also don't have to switch the EMP for the radar to work. You can have your normal guns while having this attached to you, and wow, this is a bit insane. I still think that the EMP is better in Modern Warfare since it covered the entire map, but this is still incredibly broken. Unlike the last game, you now just have to run over the bomb to pick it up. You don't have to press any prompt, none of that nonsense, you could just pick it up normally. One nice addition is how you are able to drop the EMP. Before, if you had the EMP, you could not get rid of it unless you planted it onto the data center or you died. Well, now you can drop it and give it to your teammate. While this isn't that big of a change, it's a nice quality of life one at that. Moving on to the last game CyberAttack was in is Modern Warfare 3. Modern Warfare 3's CyberAttack is the exact same as Modern Warfare 2's version, but of course, since Modern Warfare 3 has mechanics that benefit running around, it plays a lot better, at least in my opinion. It's similar to how Crown Raceway plays. In Modern Warfare 2, it was a slow and campy map, and that's because of the mechanics, while in MW3, it plays a lot better because the mechanics help the gameplay. So it seems like Call of Duty has found that perfect spot for CyberAttack after its debut. It's balanced to where the EMP isn't as overpowered, but it is still beneficial to pick it up. Though in my opinion, I do feel like the EMP having that portable radar attached is still a bit broken. I don't know if it needs another nerf. What do you guys think? Do you guys think it should be nerfed? And also, we're near the end of the video. What do you guys think of CyberAttack as a whole? Do you want to see it come back in Modern Warfare 4? I feel like many people would, especially since Search and Destroy is so similar to it, and obviously Search and Destroy is beloved by the community. I personally would love to see it come back because I think it's one of the best mode added in recent times, just behind Ground War and Gunfight. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see y'all in the next one.